All right. Hello, everyone. So we're back at it again. But before I put the body where it needs to go, I want to go ahead and change those spark plugs. And I also want to change the valve cover gasket because if you see it right there, it's leaking. And it hits the manifold and it burns. So anyways, I can't work with it holding the camera, so I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna take this side off first and do the other side. I think we got a problem, Houston. So I got these two out. This one's stuck in there, that one's stuck in there, and those two are in there. So I'm looking at this one, and the spring that goes in here, it comes out of there. You can't see it anyways. So anyways, I hope I can fix it. If not, I have to buy new coils, but this is the first time I do this on a Hemi. So I'm gonna try to pull these out without breaking them. Hopefully it'll come out. I don't know why they make things so. Oh, got it. All right, we got it out. The trick is to get that wire back in there. That's what the trick is. I broke it. Oh, darn it. Oh, boy. I don't know. They even sell these things. Why they got like crazy glue or something holding it in? Oh, my goodness. All right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, it's all looking good. I was able to fix the plug wires, the tape, the boot, whatever you call that. So I got all the plugs out, and right there. It'll look bad, but I'll go ahead and put a new anyway. I'm gonna take the cover off, replace the gasket, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Got the valve cover off. Man, this gasket was like brittle. Like it's not. Look at that. It's not rubbery anymore. So I got the new one on. But I don't know if the gasket set is messed up, and you guys maybe could tell me. I'll find out anyways because I'm going to do the other side in a minute. But this gasket is shorter here than this one. So if the gaskets are right, that means that head, that valve cover and that head is shorter. And I don't know why. I can't tell from here. Can't really tell. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get this one back on there. And I can start working on the other side. We'll be back. Alright, we got one side done. All nice and tidy. There should be no more leaks. I'm going to go ahead and get all this cleaned up later. Alright, let's get to the other side now. See here, let's go. This makes it much easier without the capping and where it goes. And here, I just gotta move all this wiring out the way. And yeah, I'll be back. Alright, I'm on the driver's side now. I've got all these loose, but I got the fuel line here, and I'm going to see if I can pop this out and move it without having to disconnect this. Cause I really don't want to do that. Either way, it's just much easier doing it now. Once I get this cap in place, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I gotta make sure that when I cut the firewall, I gotta leave myself enough room where if I ever gotta take the valve cover out, I can pop it out and back, you know. So we'll see when we get there. All right, let me see if I can go ahead and try to get this out. All right, got the cover off, no problem. I didn't have to take the fuel line out. Nice and clean. This engine has, I think it's got 220,000 miles, and this thing is nice and clean. Just very happy with it. Yep. So let me just go ahead and get this done. Put the valve cover on the gasket. It's just the same as the other one. It's very brittle, hard. Yep. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Get these, I don't know what these are called. That's good. It's only one way that can go in. It's gonna be cool later on in the future, right? When I get this thing built, I do want to take these covers off and paint them red, because the color scheme for the truck is gonna be the same as it has now, red and white. You got it. This one was not leaking, okay? The driver's side was not leaking at all. 0 oil leaks. But if I'm doing the passenger, why not do the driver? Now I know they're both brand new. Ain't gonna have no problem with it. All right, let's go ahead and put this on there. All right, she's done. Brand new valve cover gaskets, brand new plugs, looking good. Now I can start squaring out the body. It's got to come forward. Oof. It's got to come forward about 6 inches. Once I get it centered, then I'll cut the firewall. Man, I cannot wait. This thing's gonna look so nice. If I look at this edge right here, right, this edge in the frame, right? Now look at this edge in the frame. It's almost centered. I have to measure it, but it's almost centered. Almost. Well, I gotta do some real serious fender flares on this one. It's almost centered. So all I have to do is just come forward a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just go ahead and cut the firewall. So I got probably 4 inches right here, maybe 5 inches. This has to clear. I want to make sure that I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna have to cut all this up in here. Yeah, definitely. And this side. So this side I'm good. Yeah. So the master cylinder goes here. I'm pretty sure these holes are not gonna work. I'm pretty sure, but I'm hoping that I can put it and use the brake pedals that are the Rangers, not the Ram. I gotta take the clutch pedal out, but I'm hoping the brake pedal would work. I might have to modify a little bit, but I'm praying that that'll work. And this is where the steering column is gonna come right through here. Right here, right there. So wow, yeah. So I gotta cut this right here. Cut this right here. Wow. I can raise the bed up. I mean, the bed right now, it's not that high. You know, the bed is not that high right now. So I can raise the bed up about 4 inches. I don't want the frame showing so much. I mean, I could put a skirt on here later on. It's gonna look nice. That's what I was thinking about doing from the get-go. Because if I raise the bed up a little bit, the bed, the cab, if I raise the cab about 4 inches, that means I don't have to cut so much here. You know, and if I gotta go forward here, it's gonna hit the valve cover here, and I gotta have clearance, man. I gotta have clearance. And then I got the fan right there. If you see it, that's the fan right there. So that's the fan, and you gotta put the valve, the radiator support here, and the radiator has to go on the inside. So this cab has to come up 5 inches, at least 5 inches. So the problem that I'm seeing is I have to cut down in here, right? So at least the fuel pedal is electronic. It's not cable or any of that. So I may have to do some modifying here. So the fuel pedal is going to be real close to the brake pedal. I can move this over a little bit maybe, but all this got to be cut. All this right here's got to be cut. I'm going to start right here. So there's already a seam right here, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and come up here and then just go straight down here, right? And then just do this right here to see where it takes me. So I'd rather cut a little bit at a time and not, you know, cut too much, because then I gotta start patching it back up, which it don't matter. It's all gonna be covered up with carpet. But yeah, just so I don't create extra work for me. But anyways, I wanted to get the valve covers on and the spark plugs. I got that done. So now we're gonna start working on this thing and getting it in place. I gotta grind all this welds out, and then once I cut that, bring it forward, I'm just gonna clip with some vice grips on both sides the radiator support. I'm not gonna weld it. I'm just gonna clip it where it needs to go, so I can start adjusting the cab. I just don't want to. Hope I don't have to cut too much of this, you know. Yeah. But even if I raise the cab up 4 inches from where it sits right now, which I can, probably be the best, because I really got to clear my valve cover gaskets, man. My valve covers. If in the future I got to take these valve covers off, I got to have room. The good thing is that I only need about a couple of inches. They just come up, not even about an inch, man. You come up an inch and slide them out. So, yep. Anyways, until next video, guys, thank you for your support. Share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.